This is the Vodafone voicemail service.
Classic Ray. Morning, yo. Morning, coach.
Morning.
Morning, Dan.
Morning.
We were going to Burnham to play,
We were.
but they've had snow. Wales has been hit by snow, so we're now going to Burnham and Borough to play. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be freezing, but a lot of fun. I haven't played Burnham. Last time I played Burnham was Southwest Week.
Really? That's
Yeah.
a few years ago now, isn't it?
Well, against, what was his name? He won the British Howler was there. He had a hole-in-one on a par 4 that I couldn't get within 40 yards of. That was depressing. They were looking for his ball. We were stood on the tee, and they were looking, and we were like, come on. Get on with it. And then they found it. Guess where it was? In the hole, wasn't it? I just thought.
That's just a lucky boy, isn't he?
Just lose your ball like we all would. Right, today's vlog, gentlemen. Do you know what it's about? Because I want you involved. So I guess I better tell you what it's about.
We have a few guesses.
That's good. It's about, because of certain things that are flying around the internet about like feel and reels and people giving bad information because this is what, you know, all that kind of stuff. I want to list off some things that I think golf used to believe and needs to stop believing. I might have believed them and now don't. In coaching, in golf, in those kind of ideas. Yeah? Like I used to believe Rory could play off 7. I now don't. So what do you not follow so much that you might have before in coaching, ideas, myths as such? We're myth busting.
Yeah, so when I was definitely playing and not being a coach and stuff, it was like grip, being strong and weak, strong grip drawing, weak grip fading.
Yeah.
But you do see lots, especially now, coaching strong grip faders and things like that. So that kind of myth has totally gone, and you try and relate wrist angles to grips now. I do,
Yeah.
so match them two up to make them functional.
It's all matchups, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you got a strong grip fader who can hit target, not complaining of any shots, like literally I look through a grip nowadays.
Yeah. Like you work back through ball flight to impact to grip. I do, so I generally never really look at setup that much anymore, or backswings. It's all from the top down to impact. So
yeah, I mean, I've seen articles for years and still do. This grip hits this shot, that grip hits that shot, and there are those patterns. You see them.
Grip it this way and add 10 yards.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff, where you learn when you actually deal with humans. That there, for the many that fall into the patterns, there's an equal amount that challenge the pattern in a successful way.
Yeah, totally.
And we've been on many tour ranges, and we see plenty of strong grip.
Plenty of faders.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just to let you, that's the hole Howler had a hole-in-one in over there. So I'm going to point the camera more this way now.
That's not a par 3, that one.
Par 4. That's the point of the ridiculousness. It was a par 4.
I see. Shot, bro.
Right, first thing that I never believed in, to be honest with you, but I know has been taught and really kind of publicised. It's a search term that's aggressively searched for. Is that you there or me?
Don't know.
It's lag, the term lag, and the use of it in coaching and trying to get people to hold on to angles on the way down. So the idea of holding on to this angle in your wrist, or holding what we call, this is called radial deviation, so up compared to ulnar, which is what you start in. The longer you hold on to this angle, which is what's been taught for so many years and still is, does really frighten me. The chances of you getting that club to deliver anywhere near a par for a target are like nearly impossible. That angle has to come out, because when you hit the ball, you're going to be in ulnar deviation, so bent down the other way. Lots of good players I measure are getting into ulnar very early on the downswing. So all these ideas of holding on the angles, I've seen it hurt so many golfers over the years, like so many. We just need it to stop now. So Dan, ball flight you're mentioning.
Yeah, so going through the PGA, you always work with ball flight, look behind, work with ball flight. Ball flight tells you everything, but I think looking at technology and everything, that actually strike can kind of override that a lot now.
Yeah, you can be tricked. Ball flight can trick you. Strike overtakes that, as well as incorporate the information. When you went through the PGA, so when I went through the PGA, the ball flight laws were wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously they changed, so I went back. What about for you? Were they teaching the modern ones?
The modern ones, yeah. 2009, I think I finished. So yeah, it was So
you're trusting in just watching a ball flight and thinking that you can give a good analysis on the ball.
But we never had, when we were going through the training, we never had that technology. We never had, I mean, it was out there with the vector machine and those sorts of things, but we never had that technology of seeing the face data and things like that. So and strike data, you know.
So you're gonna, I mean, I would agree with that, definitely. The days of just like stood on a range. I mean, if you know your player, I think you can use those patterns because you know their patterns of strikes. But I mean, for me personally, I have to see where they're striking it with some kind of measurement, even just marking the face, to then work out how they're getting that.
Correct.
Ball flight. I mean, great example is stood right there because his ball flight just strike. You know, we've had 2 in this vlog already, which you'll see if you watch. One going left, one going right, and very much a lot of that was strike.
Absolutely, it was. Yeah.
With some face to path, but trying to balance out. I mean, trying to teach that would be like chaos. I mean, trying to teach that. Right, made it home. It's a bit late and I'm going out to get takeaway food. Oh, heated seat, please. And I'm very tired. I will finish this video off tomorrow, methinks. Morning, y'all. Morning, Orla. Who is 7 today? Do we know anybody? What? It's a birthday girl. The last huge one for me is dynamic lie. So when you hit the ball, how is the lie of the club controlled or not? The biggest thing I've learned over the years through measurement is that was a measurement before launch monitors you wouldn't have referenced, you wouldn't even know what dynamic lie really meant, to be honest with you. And I'm happy to be wrong here, but I'm one of the first people, I think, I didn't hear the word dynamic lie before I said it. I felt like, well, in my little universe, I was one of the first people to put it out there. Other launch monitors had a different name for it. Because when it comes to a face being open or closed to a path, people get lost on one idea of open and closed. So it's often only referenced as turning around the axis of the shaft. Well, I can open or close a face to say 0 point here, pointing at a target, by simply having the handle forwards, having the handle back. I can rotate it around the axis of the shaft, and then I can use lie also to point the loft in different directions. So simply having the term open and closed, for me, never felt like enough. Always the bigger question is, how is it open or closed and to what? And that's what launch monitors have really allowed us to kind of see and understand for so many years. Oh. And it's something I still see getting very wrong all the time. Still now, with my students, I'm trying to get them to understand that they need to catch the club up with the handle because they're maybe dragging the handle forwards. They have got the rotation around the shaft wrong, or a mixture of, or they're not controlling lie. So we're saying a face is open to a path and then really pinpointing what movement is causing that, which in my opinion allows me to fix students, if they're responsive, almost instantly in a lesson, to a point where they look at me and say like, it's that easy, is it? Well, yeah, if you don't just say it's open and there's 3 ways you can open or close it and a mixture of, so the combinations of the way you can open and close it are just endless, where you're only thinking of rolling the club over, which really, and I've done videos on this, it's hard for people to get their heads around, that compromises loft more than it compromises face the path. I'll keep doing lessons on this one. Half of you or more or less might get what I'm saying, the other half don't. Don't get frustrated if you don't. I'll try and do more on it. It's something that's, with all these points, you got to remember, they're being anti-taught more, I think, at the moment than they're being taught. So there's more people peddling poor info and a very few that are actually committed to trying to get the right info out there to help coaches improve students quicker and more efficiently. And that does make me really sad for you guys. Right, I'm going to pick up Orla, and then we're going to have a nice birthday evening See you all tomorrow. Post comments down below. Question, I would like to know what's the biggest thing you've learned or has changed or helped you, and even if it hasn't helped you play better, helped your understanding over the years of playing golf, or even over the years of launch monitors coming in, or taking on YouTube as a place where you gather your information compared to other outlets. Post comments down below. What's changed for you? Let me know. See you tomorrow, everyone. Look at Dan over there pretending he cares. You doing a playing lesson, Dan?